It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Intended for Auden Tate. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
6-yard line.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
3 more yards.
23 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first down throw for Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Mayfield off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down. 3rd and...
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
Alan Smith there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll go for it. Burrow. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Mayfield on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
The kick is.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Higgins leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 46.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. T. Higgins is the intended target. And it's second down.
On the coverage.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun again to Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time, he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Chubb on the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but with both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On the play. And the Browns 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 25-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
13.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And Tate's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
6-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Mayfield now from the 50. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Down, Cleveland.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Kareem Martin up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll roll him out right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Today's final score, Browns 16.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.